Yeah, I know it's the middle of the summer, and no, your screen isn't glitching. The way I made the animations was with a school iPad, but because I had to give it back at the end of the year, I'm saving up for a new tablet. So I can't really make animations without a tablet. So sorry about that, you're just going to be treated to a black screen for now. Anywho, there was this big project assigned to my world geography class at the end of the year, and I'll explain more about the rest of that experience later. But the idea was that we'd choose a topic, research it, and then present it to the class along with a visual support. For me, instead of having a snooze fest of a keynote or PowerPoint, I decided to make an animation along with the essay. I'm only going to show you one, because I think we all know that the essay was going to be more interesting. Here's the video. Facebook, Vine, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, MySpace, Wattpad, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Flickr, DeviantArt, SoundCloud, Newgrounds, BuzzNet, Discord, Reddit, Ubu, Twitch, Skype, Google+, YouTube. That took way too long to make. So yeah, how does social media affect world peace? Let's find out. All in all, social media is a double-edged sword, never being just good or bad. It's always a little bit of both. Keep in mind, it never really depends on the media, but the user. Just make sure you keep that in mind for the duration of this video. Alright, let's go. Let's start where social media is most prominent, developed countries, like the USA. In places like this, everyone has some form of technology, and by extent, some form of social media. This means that people can feel connected, even when they're hiding behind a screen. There are different upsides and downsides to this, one of the biggest contributors to it being governments and businesses. Due to how governments and businesses have gotten their own social media accounts, for example Donald Trump, we'll get back to that later, the general public has been able to send and receive messages about them with the push of a button. Yes, this is a really great thing. Media doesn't twist their messages, and people can easily talk to higher officials. It's awesome. It boosts the economy, people can feel less tense, feeling prone to better decisions, and being willing to work together. And this isn't just in the USA. It's all the developed countries, Britain, Japan, China, I could go on. This economical, religious, social, and even sometimes political practice is a clear benefit of world peace. But then there's one problem with all this connectivity. Yellow journalism, or as you probably know it, fake news. Alright, so fake news has been around for forever, but it's usually been easy to clear up. But with how fast information can be spread nowadays, and with how little people look for citations in articles, they're usually taken as fact. And what spreads the fastest? Articles that make you angry. I could get into this whole emotional explanation, but the long story short is that it's easy to rile people up. And it's easy to make people hate other people, countries, or even their own country, or possibly businesses. But never fear. There's an easy solution for this, and that's not believing everything you see on the internet. Surprisingly, social media is also making an impact in undeveloped countries, but not in any way you'd expect. Scientists have given children in Malaysia social media, and only social media, to be able to connect with people who can help them in the same way we are. The kids who've received this technology are exponentially more advanced than their parents were at their age level, which is incredible. With this, the children of their countries today will shape their countries in the future, becoming possible engineers, scientists, politicians, or environmentalists. These countries can become developed and work towards peace right with us. So, do you remember when I said that Donald Trump used social media? He's not the only politician to do so. Politicians are always voicing their plans, their ideas, or even interacting with others using social media. They broadcast what would usually be kept secret and communicate with other leaders easily. When people aren't threatening other countries, this is a great thing, because without you realizing it, it shows a certain level of trust, or stupidity, among these leaders. These are international sites, so anyone can look at these plans or secrets being out there. You can look at all this any way you like, but the thing to remember is that social media is never going to be only good or bad. That whole double-edged sword thing again. Would the world be better off without social media? No, not at all, that's not what I'm saying. The good it does majorly outweighs the bad. It's just that when we see something bad, we take our focus off the good and only see the bad. Does that make sense? It should. Media always forces the bad in our face, so that we take our focus off of the good. We're kind of trained to only look at this bad stuff. Hope that makes sense. All in all, this information is what you make of it. Good or bad, it's your decision, because it's both. But if this research is any indication, in the future, it seems like the good is going to come out on top. Just don't believe everything you read. So yeah, that was the project. I hope you liked it. It took about 18 hours to make, and it worked because I got 100% on that project. That's middle school for you. See you guys later.